Hi guys, today we are discussing the new Kiwi ears and Z Reviews headphone collab, the Serene, mainly with a gaming audio in mind. Serene is a closed-back planar magnetic driver headphone, and my understanding is that the main idea behind the collab was to create a headphone that would give a studio monitor kind of performance, but in a headphone format. The standout feature for me when listening to music is the bass response while still retaining a really nice resolution and overall pleasant audio quality. The bass is tight and well controlled, and while being the main attraction, it doesn't really muddy up other frequency ranges, which is really nice. It does add some warmth to the mid region, which is otherwise quite clean, and to me vocals do sound really nice and smooth through these, both male and female. The treble region then for me could need some more sparkle, and you can EQ in that pretty easily. It's not that bad by any means, and it's very easy to listen to, but some airiness would be nice, at least for me. The overall tuning is leaning to a very easy to listen to musical, slightly warm kind of tuning, and I really like that for music. For gaming, I tried these on Apex, Battlefield 6 and Arc Raiders, and overall for the two latter games that are more casual games, I find the stock tuning to be nice and quite immersive. The bassiness can surprise you at first, but I usually got used to it quite quickly, since the bass is not that overpowering. It just adds a lot of that punch to certain sounds like gunshots and explosions, especially when you are near to some of the larger arc enemies. The sounds they make, those low robotic rumbles, are super immersive with these, and yeah, it's a really nice experience. For Apex, I found the sound of the stock tuning to be a tad bit too bass heavy. I heard enemy footsteps really well, I could identify the directions really well, especially with the new audio mix of Apex. Then when it came to gunshots and grenades, things had just a bit too much impact for me. I did get used to it slightly, but when I tuned these to follow the Harman curve, which is the target I mainly used in Apex with my IEMs, damn, these were so good. Some of these experiences most likely that I'm just used to hearing Apex audio in a certain way, and I could get used to the stock tuning of this even better if I gave them more time. But with the QDelix EQ function, swapping tuning is so easy, so why wouldn't I use that? The overall technicalities in Apex with these are very good for headphones, and I didn't really feel the need to swap to IEMs at any point testing these after I tuned these with the Harman target curve in mind. One of the main features why my overall impression of these headphones was this positive is the isolation these have. The cups have a nicely plush fox leather cushions, and the clamping force is very comfortable for me, and together with the closed back design, these do feel almost like a noise cancelling headphone. This allows you to turn the overall volume down a bit while retaining a good resolution with the audio, and it will save your hearing in the long run, or lessen any fatigue you would otherwise have with a higher volume. The cups are a bit on the smaller side, so those with huge ears might not find these that usable, but for me these are overall really good, and I really like the comfort of these. These do have a quite lightweight design, and they are mainly plastic except for the side hinges that are really good feeling. They are also nicely tight, so they will not move on their own, and they lock out at the longest position. The ear cups rotate nicely, and they also have a slight movement up and down, so these will adjust to many head sizes quite well, I'd imagine. The fact that these are planar closed back headphones and have this amount of seal result in a minor annoyance of driver crinkle. When the cup shifts or when you adjust the headphones a little, the pressure inside the cups change a bit, resulting in that small crinkling kind of sound. It can give you an impression of a poor, overly plastic build quality, but after these are properly seated on your head, I did not really notice it that much in use. I don't really know if there is anything that can be done about this design-wise other than have a small hole somewhere to let that extra pressure out, but I'm not sure if that would alter the sound properties and isolation capabilities negatively here. The looks of these with these lavender highlights on the cups and the hinges being the same color do look really nice and different to me. These are not overly flashy, but still have something that stands out really well. The stock cable is decent, and one thing I like about it is the length. What bothers me on most stock cables of headphones is that they have a super long cable and they are just very hard to keep off from tangling when I pretty much only use them while sitting on or standing next to my desk. The cable is fabric coated and it feels really nice. And one thing I noticed is that it does produce some audible sounds if it rubs on my shirt, but it's kind of minor, especially when gaming, even less than the driver crinkle. So yeah, if you're interested in these, you can get these for $159 from Linzol, for example. But yeah, that is about this one. Thanks for watching and goodbye.